Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So here you can see I have my menu open to job points. I've been working on job points. I've been working on Blue Mage, actually, a lot, because we need a job that does two different types of damage, magical and physical, and a lot of it in short order, on demand, for soloing Provenance Watcher. We won't be soloing Provenance Watcher today, but I don't know, I just wanted to record an episode. It's been a while, and I wanted to sort of show off what I'm doing to gain more power as we proceed into the very lower rungs of the end game of Final Fantasy XI. And I say the very lower rungs because, well, we haven't even mastered a single job yet, and there's master levels nowadays, so we are still at the base of the mountain, more or less. But yeah, so I think I'll go over some ways we're going to increase our power. And one of those ways is, well, job points. I've been grinding in Adoulin areas, the base Adoulin areas that you have pretty much immediate access to. I did get some key items off screen that let you do colonization reaves out there, which are basically battlefields where you destroy obstacles like tree roots or form bridges by knocking down trees and stuff. And there's more of that to do, and I'll go over that as it comes. For now, though, let's go to Removed Gardens, and I want to get more weapon skills. There are more weapon skills for us to get, and these are the Empyrean Weaponskills. I'd probably mentioned them before at some point earlier in the Let's Play. There's one for... Well, they're not tied to jobs. They're tied to several jobs, or weapons, actually. So the one for sword is available for Red Mage, Blue Mage, and Paladin. The one for, dagger is available to Bard, Dancer, and Thief. And what we do for these is we come here and we grab, some stuff. We gotta grab weapons out of here, the -1 weapons. And what is that? Is that a katana? No, that's a great katana. Good. Okay, we do want that. Okay, so we grab a -1 weapon. And I'm grabbing the Great Katana because I actually already did the sword. Although I haven't turned in the sword to actually get the weapon skill yet. But cool thing about Trial of Magians is you technically, sometimes, for the trials, depending on what the trial requires, you don't even have to be able to wield the weapon yet. And so what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to get every Empyrean weapon skill because we have jobs at 99 already that are capable of farming the content that we need to get this sort of stuff. And I've been doing Walk of Echoes. I did Walk of Echoes for about 2 hours today. Got a bunch of items. And where did I put that sword? Is it in? No? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, the gist of these trials is you farm specific items from Walk of Echoes. In this case, it's coins of a certain type. I believe every type of coin is for 3 or more weapons, except for Coins of Ruin. Coins of Ruin are only for staff. I believe these frayed pouches can give anywhere from 3 to 12 coins per pouch. You need 30 coins for this first stage. It looks like we'll just barely make this great katana. Oh, sweet. Cool. Okay. And you just trade it to this box here. Oh, I don't even know if you actually need to trade the weapon with it, but I would assume you would need to. Bada bing, bada boom. And I just figured I'd grab another weapon and show this, because I already did the sword. And the first augments on these -1 weapons, they don't do very much, but that's not what we care about. We don't even care about actually even fully upgrading them. We have to fully upgrade them to get the weapon skill, but like we're not actually going to use these weapons. We're just going to make them follow through with the quest, get the weapon skill, and then throw them away. Now, these -1 weapons are actually new to Trials of Magic, and relatively new. Originally, these weapon skills were the alternate path for Empyreans. Basically, Empyrean weapons start out as a base weapon in Trials of the Magian, and the trial for them is to camp notorious monsters and kill the notorious monster while wielding the weapon, usually between 5 and... Well, it's some single-digit number of times. It's like anywhere from 3 to like 7 times. Which means you could be out there camping NMs for days just to upgrade a single Empyrean to the point where you actually have to farm stuff from Abyssia for it. Well, after all that notorious monster camping, there's actually a split in the trial path. Instead of going into Abyssia, you could go into Walk of Echoes instead. And the Walk of Echoes version of the weapon, at the time, back in the day, was easier to complete by yourself, and had less competition, because your drops from Walk of Echoes, they come directly to you. You don't have to compete with anyone. You don't have to fight over NM spots. You don't have to wait for other people to kill the NM that's in your way. And you could make a weapon that was capable of doing the Empyrean Weaponskills, which at the time were the strongest weapon skills in the game. And they are still very powerful, very potent weapon skills that we would want. And the biggest deal about them is the fact that, 20,000 per dice? I don't know if I want to spend 2 million right now. Has anyone got cheaper dice? You don't actually need to buy these, I just wanted to kind of show it off. To use a bunch of my money or to not use a bunch of my money to show something off? What the hell. Oof, this is hurting. People be gouging. It's like they knew I was doing this. But we'll go ahead and finish this great katana as well, just because we can. Man, we spent a lot of money just now. Yeah, I'm either going to have to farm a whole bunch of gil, or I'm going to have to just endlessly farm Walk of Echoes to get all these. Fortunately, there's only 4 types of coins. There's Glory, Advancement... No, there's 5 types, I guess. There's Glory, Advancement, Birth, Decay, and Ruin. And Ruin is just for staff. I think Decay is for Great Katana, Great Sword, Katana... No, not Katana. Great Katana, Great Sword... I think 2 others. Glory is for Sword, Great Axe, and Katana. Advancement, I want to say, is like hand-to-hand, club, axe, and something. Okay, so we just spent a whole crap ton of money. But that's what the second stage of these -1 weapons is. Instead of having to camp in M's forever, you just have to do Walk of Echoes forever. And it's actually a better path anyway, because the other path that involves camping the notorious monsters, it still takes like 35 devious dice, 35 liminal residue, and then like I think 20 coins. And also takes like Kindred Crest, like 30 Kindred Crest, 30 High Kindred Crest, and I think 30 Kindred Seals or something like that. Like, it's actually harder and slower in every possible way to do the non-1 version of the weapon. So, which that was the intent. The intent was to, once they started letting us have Empyrean weapon skills without wielding an Empyrean, the intent was to give these weapon skills to everyone so that the general player wouldn't feel forced to make an Empyrean weapon. That's how good these weapon skills were at one time in the game's history. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure with the TP changes to a lot of weapon skills, we're still going to get greater power and utility out of stuff like Savage Blade. But some of these Empyrean weapon skills are still the best weapon skills for their respective weapon type. So it's still worth doing. The other cool thing about doing it all on one job, that before we level the other jobs, I still haven't leveled anything else to 99 other than Warrior. We will gain access to the Empyrean weapon skills with any weapon at level 90. So we'll actually get to use them during the leveling process. And that'll be kind of fun. But for now, let's equip our Brunello. And we gotta go to the Walk of Echoes. So. There's a, yeah, there's a front. There we go. And a big reason I want this is because killing the Apex monsters that I'm killing, with at least solo with trusts, and from what I've read on the wiki, this seems to be true in general CP parties. Although I think a lot of people just pay guild RMPs to level them these days, which it's been very tempting. The shouts you see, like 500 job points for 4 million. It's like, man, I could just pay that, go to work one day, come back from work, and have 500 job points. It would be amazing. But I'm believe it or not, I am a principled person on some level, and I don't want to do that. Although I'll probably cave one of these days for one of these jobs. Gadzooks! I should have known that such an imposing force of incomprehensible puissance could have only originated from thee, Calmwind. Hist! Do mine eyes deceive me, or is that forsooth an Empyrean weapon, Kupo? Meseems I have gotten ahead of myself. For a moment, exorbitant amounts of excitement pumped palpably betwixt and between the chambers of my heart. Howbeit, thy perseverance shocks me, Kupo. To obtain such a specimen is no easy feat. I reckon this day would come from the moment I sensed thou hadst harnessed the tablet's power, Kupo. Aye, this torrent of diction has been brewing in my belly for moons multitudinous, and now the time has come to unleash it upon thee. When I hope I have already made abundantly clear that thy weapon holdeth within itself a words are hard. Dynamism, Kupo. The rub is that it may only be channeled via a conduit. Without the physical weapon, 'tis not but an abstract concept upon which scholars speculate, Kupo. Ere while, that is. Shouldst thou desire, I can transplant that dynamism into thee. It shall course through thy veins, and summoning it would be as simple as seeing a sweven. Sweven? Sweven? What is that word? What? I gotta look that up. Final Fantasy XI still teaching me new words to this day. A vision or dream. Noun archaic. Huh. Well, that's cool. And is it Sweven or Sweven? God damn it, dictionary.com. Why do you do this to me? There we go. Doth this interest thee to an extent? Yes, give me the power! By the mysterious Moogle magic that mills about inside me, I call the transposition to commencement, Coupeau. This thou know, peradventure, that the power of which I speak is clipped weapon skill in thy vernacular. I want no misunderstandings before progressing with the procedure. Now that I have dispensed with this disclaimer, it is time to traipse onward toward the matters of more import, Coupeau. The mysterious Moogle magic I must employ differs depending on the weapon and the skill that accompanies it. In accordance, thou must needs select an appropriate armament from which to extract its essence. Eftsoons thy request has been spoken, I shall set about making the requisite preparations. Designate thy desire, Coupeau. Sword. Barely. Okay, oh, so we don't even have to have it equipped, we just have to trade it to this... Schwing. That was a light skill chain. The ineffable power of Chantucine now resides within you. Yep. It does? Do I not? Did it not? Maybe I gotta like unequip, re-equip or something? There we go. Delivers a 3-fold attack. Chance of critical hit varies with TP. If you have the Empyrean weapon, the All Mace, Aftermath. And the Aftermath is double damage, and then later at 99, triple damage. Skill chain attributes, Light and Distortion. And that's the main thing we care about, is the skill chain attributes. Because what that will allow us to do is, you know, the same thing that Excalibur has been let us do at the level 75 cap. And that's make a double light skill chain off of a prior light skill chain. It's very handy. Chantucine can also open for darkness, and I think even close darkness with the distortion property. Of course, the gravitation weapon skill. I think it has to come after. I think it opens darkness. Maybe it can do both. I don't know. Either way, we have it. It's good. Oddly enough, it has I want to say 70% dexterity modifier. So it's a whole thing. And we made the Toriga Shira no Tachi, so we might as well get Tachifudo. I said we might as well get Tachifudo. I said we might as well get Tachifudo. Can I only do it, like, do I have to exit and come back in? No, do I have to... While thine enthusiasm for expertise elevation is encouraging to behold, overexposure to Moogle magic hath been known to muddle many a mortal mind. So I guess we gotta, like, zone back out and zone back in, or something? I don't know. But yeah, there's actually 15 battlefields in the Walk of Echoes these days. When it first came out, there was only 7. And later they added another 4. And then even later than that, they added another 4. And there's 15 battlefields. And that was a janky transition. I thought for a second that my video had fucked up. Yeah, and none of them are item level content, although they did implement. You see that in the text here. Let me move my mouse over it. A raging howl blast from the abyss surrounding walk number 11. That means walk number 11 has been juiced up to item level proportions. Which I don't know what you get out of doing item level Walk of Echoes, because I haven't attempted to do it, because you fight some nasty shit in there. A lot of nasty shit, too. Oh. Do I have to do like a game day wait or something? Might have to do a game day wait. Let me look this up right quick. I've never tried to do multiple before. Let's see. Note, there is a game day wait before you may trade another weapon. Okay, and let's look at this. Okay, so there's 4 weapons for decay, and that's Greatsword, Great Katana, Club, and Archery. Only 1 for Ruin, which is Staff. Okay, so there's, what, 9, 13. There's 14 Empyrean Weaponskills for us to get. So we'll have 2 out of 14. We'll want to get them all. They're not all created equal. Not all of them are amazing. But most of them are really freaking good. Not to mention content and part of Final Fantasy XI's history and game world. So we'll definitely want to do that. While we're here, I might as well show you... I think I showed fighting, like, Conflicts number 7 once. It was the Dark Star Dragon. But I'll go ahead and show you... Assuming it's not been bumped up to item level, I'll show you the final... The final battlefield in Walk of Echoes. Walk of Echoes exists outside of Sigil and Signet and stuff, so it doesn't matter that we don't have that as far as I'm aware. And I guess we could go ahead and pop a red curry bun. It doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, Vertical Conflicts number 15. This is as far as Walk of Echoes goes. Something Walk of Echoes likes to do is have walkways appear to get closer to an Atomos Maw, both inside and outside of the battlefield. So this conflict emits no sound, and yet you sense an unquenchable thirst for carnage and blood. Swing. And because we're on Odin, which is in Japanese time, I haven't seen anyone else in Walk of Echoes today. I think I saw one person running through, but I think they were running through for storyline. Or maybe it was just to grab something like an Empyrean Weaponskill. I didn't see them like in the battlefield. Like, we entered this conflux, and up to I think 35 other people can enter. I believe there can be 36. It might be more. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, you could have a lot of people in Walk of Echoes. Very it's battlefield friendly. It's battlefield friendly. The original intent of this content was to be massive players, and like you get a campaign battle like evaluation every so often inside. And they also give you temp items every time you kill stuff, the longer you're in, etc. Once the battlefield is started, it's 45 minutes to complete it. People can run in on it at any time within that 45-minute period and stuff like that. I've learned a lot more blue magic, by the way. I haven't learned every spell because some spells are still locked behind the deeper layers of Adoulin and Rhapsodies of Adoulin. I believe some of the best spells come from this thing called Sinister Rain that I've never done. But I've gotten quite a few spells already. Enough to be a serviceable blue mage. So. I got Mighty Guard from Shinryu. It took me 3 tries. thought about recording that, but then I thought I had a whole video where I did nothing but fight Shinryu, and it wouldn't be very interesting because okay, so we're gonna make Darkness the Shanty Scene as the opener because we can, just to show it off here. We don't really have a weapon skill set up for it. Hell, we don't. I actually haven't bothered making gear sets yet because I don't have enough different gear, and let's just use our Kayaba. Whatever. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see in this Walk of Echoes complex, you fight with Cadre. And they have different names, and they behave slightly differently. Yeah, Shanty Scene is basically a Zoro slash. We will want to make a weapon skill setup for it at some point. There's a lot of stuff we need to do that I want to do. I just have not, you know, enough time. So much to do, so much to see, but yeah, so little time. I guess we could go ahead and pop some Unbridled Wisdom and Azure Lore and show off some of those spells, like Bilge Storm. Thunderbolt wouldn't be too bad, I guess. We've attracted every elemental in this place. They're all hybrid elementals, but unfortunately we can't learn anything from them. I don't think Blue Mage can actually learn spells during battlefield content like Walk of Echoes. I don't really know why that is, but that's how they decided to do things. But as you can see, our item level is more than making up for our inability to actually manage anything. And amnesia, jerk. Yeah, you can see this is every type of hybrid elemental. I wish we could learn stuff from them. It would be really helpful because you're allowed to enter these battlefields pretty much ad nauseum. Like the only restriction is like a couple-minute wait if you literally just completed it. I think it might be like a 5-minute wait or something. But what's really cool is the temp item effects, they all have durations. And because if you stay in the Walk of Echoes and keep doing it, like, you never get kicked out. So, you don't have to ever actually leave. You can get Cooper Freed's medallions from, there's a complex in here somewhere that you can get. But yeah, I've learned in Adoulin areas, I've learned the ice water spells, the thunder wind spells. I have not learned the fire and holy elemental or the dark earth elemental spells. I think there might actually be a place in Sky I can go to fight the dark, the dark earth elemental. Yeah, these actually first started appearing in Abyssia, but in Abyssia they behave like normal elementals. They only casted magic, so magic of 2 different elements. It was only here and in the Adoulin areas where they started giving them TP moves, and it wasn't for a while until they gave them to Blue Mage as spells. It's gonna be pretty cool when we get Red Mage to 99 and upgrade our Excalibur to item level. We'll be able to someday. We'll get to make light skill chains, double light skill chains using you know, Knights of the Round and Chantucine and stuff like that. Mighty Guard, by the way, it's like 15% haste, 30 tick regen, big increase in defense. Very nice ability, very nice ability. Chantucine, any 100 damage. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, we could actually kill this a bit faster if I just spam spells. Which I might as well, I guess. The level difference really brings out the power of physical blue spells. And whenever you kill the final thing in a Walk of Echoes battle, it instantly teleports you out. Walk of Echoes battles are so short now, I don't think I've ever seen an evaluation pass over time. You get limit points for completion. If your evaluation was high, you get 15,000. And the higher the Walk of Echoes place, the more, or the better rewards you can get. So you want to do the earlier ones to get the coins, and the later ones to get the Devious Die and the liminal stuff. And that's how we'll be getting all the rest of the Empyrean Weaponskills. I've still got some merit points to flesh out anyway, so might as well. Let's see. Beyond this, though, let's see. We still have a game day wait, so we still can't. I made that second one. I made this basically because I had read ahead of time that, you know, once you make one, you can make others, regardless of having the job leveled or not. And I thought, oh, that would be great. And I thought like that, you know, I thought the first one was going to get us like cutscenes or something, but it didn't get us any cutscenes. So phooey on us, I suppose. But yeah, we can actually throw the Brunello away now. We don't need that taking up our inventory. And I mean, like, I don't think they're ever gonna do anything with these ever again. So I mean, I could be wrong. I feel like they're easy enough to make and get, though, that we could always just make it again if we had to. Let's see. As far as what's next, let's see. We're 36 minutes in. I suppose I could show you where I've been doing Apex stuff. It's not really glamorous or anything. It actually takes me quite a while. My kill speed's pretty dog shit, but it's much faster than what I did back in the day when I came back to the game for the first time and completed Seekers of Adoulin and Rhapsodies of Adoulin. Every monster that's over level 100, actually I think it's any monster over level 95, will give you capacity points. And the regular monsters in all the Adoulin zones are like level 104 or so-ish. So they all give capacity points. And what you can do is you can run through a zone of aggressive monsters and chain like 20 monsters together with item level gear. And then just kill them all with AoEs like Blue Mage spells or Fell Cleave. And with a capacity points band on, which I have 3 of, you get anywhere from like 500 to 900 per kill, depending on the chain. Sometimes a little bit over 1,000, like 1,030, 1,050. And, you know, it's like 20 kills, so you get about 20,000 capacity points, which is 2/3 of a job point. And you can do that about every 5 minutes. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. But it does get kind of boring and samey after a while. Plus, sometimes people who are just returning to the game, or somebody who's just like, you know, has that same idea, they come to your same spot and they, you know, they kind of kick you out of it. Like they compete with you. So, which hasn't happened to me yet on this character, but back in the day on my other character, my main character that I've already completed the next 2 storylines with, it happened. I had been like hardcore all week just grinding that spot to cap out merits, because I'd come back to the game and I was like, oh, I can merit everything now, so I had to cap merits. And because I was 99 while I was capping my merits, I was also getting capacity points. And this was on Warrior back then, so like, I didn't really know what to stick it in, and I didn't know what job gifts did. But I mean, some of them are pretty straightforward, you know, that you just get more stats, basically. But some of them, like the ones that say Superior 1 and Superior 2, I had no idea what that meant. And so I was just sort of like doing it. And then I looked it up, you know, I got curious after I finished meriting. I was like, should I continue getting capacity points? Like, what is this even? I looked it up, and it was like, oh, you know, every, you know, like 50 to 100 or whatever capacity points, you get really good gifts, depending on the job. And like for every job, though, at 50, I think it's, we can just look. Let's see, we can just look, because we have, well, no, I don't want to log out. We can just look. Okay, let's see. Blue Mage. Gifts. Yeah, see, Superior 1. Superior 2. Superior 3 comes at 500. Yeah, 500. And then Superior 4. And then Superior 5. There's a whole list of gear that is crafted now that you need the superior designation from mastery from job points in order to actually even equip it. And the reason I'm looking into, you know, Apex monsters and getting capacity points now is because I want to get to Superior 2, because that'll let me get some pretty good auction house swords to replace my current swords without having to think about very much. But as far as these Apex monsters go, they're pretty bulky. They have a lot of HP, they have a lot of stats. The ones here, I believe, are like some of the first ones added to the game, so they're not like ridiculous yet. You know, there's obviously the Apex Promethean empty monsters that we saw earlier in the Let's Play where one of them killed me because it linked with a standard monster. The fun thing about Apex monsters is they actually don't link with one another. They only link with monsters of the same family that aren't Apex monsters. But buyer beware, if you were to link multiple, you know, Apex monsters, like, oh, it would be bad. But they are still aggressive, by the way. Like they are still aggressive. It's yeah. But these aren't them. These are just standard Adoulin monsters that are like level 105 or whatever. And there's row objectives in here for, unlike being combat like the previous row objectives in areas, it's specific enemies you have to kill, which means you can't just get row objectives for killing Apex monsters, which is kind of annoying because the row objective in here actually gives you 100 capacity points every time you complete it, which wouldn't mean very much in the long scheme of things, but it would be kind of nice. Like, we need 63 million capacity points per job in order to master them. So, like, realistically, without paying somebody to bot it for us, we'd probably never finish mastering every single job. Let alone getting master levels nowadays with the whole exemplar point system. So, it's, the grind in Final Fantasy XI never ends. But basically, I've been here fighting these Apex Raptors, sometimes the Matamatas. A little further in, there's Apex Fs, which I think they're a slightly higher level than these Raptors and Matamatas, but they do Geist Wall all the time and they need buffs. And with Solo with Trust, as far as I can tell, like, we basically operate on buffs, so don't want to deal with that. Procedure's pretty simple though. We just it's just like fighting anything else. It just has a lot of HP. And these things have about 1,020 evasion or something like that. So you really need a lot of accuracy gear. I spent a bunch of my money off camera to get accuracy gear that'll see us through. Oh, it says low defense but not low accuracy. Low evasion. The Chirik ring has slightly more. And I think it's kind of MP inefficient, but I kind of like I should use expiation. Whatever. I like to magic burst with my new spells because it's fun. Oh, my magic burst did almost nothing. Well, that's because I'm not I'm not using accuracy food right now. I've still got the red curry bun active, don't I? Yeah, I've still got the red curry bun active. Yeah, the battles are pretty long. We've already been fighting this thing for like 2 minutes. Only half dead. And my kill speed will improve when I get better gear. And if I would weapon skill at the right time. What I normally do, like I'm not gonna sit here on the XP on camera. What I normally do is I buy a Marine stew pot, and I pop my trust out, and I pop it on everything, so that way we actually have the accuracy to hit these things. And the magic accuracy from the stew pot elevates my magic burst with spectral flow to over 5,000 damage. That's why I like doing it. But it's nothing to write home about. Like these are rookie numbers. We gotta pump these numbers up. I gotta actually make weapon skill sets again. For the most part, Matsui P does the most of my damage. Oh, we're in a gain EXP thing right now. How about that? Yeah, see, from these Apex monsters with the EXP band on, with the capacity point band on, we get about 11,000, like without even chaining. And the other cool thing about capacity points chains is you have a wider window of time to actually complete them. And even as slow killing as I am, I've been able to get chain 11, capacity chain 11 here, so that's been kind of fun. It's a little less boring to me than doing the whole pull like 20 frog thing. I'll show that off too. That's if like you're not ready for Apex monsters or something, it can be done in Sparks gear too. It's pretty. Which I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't have Peacekeeper's gear like me at a minimum. But I guess I could show that off. If I had enough haste going on right now, I could have double lighted up that. But I don't. Actually, the main issue is my accuracy. My accuracy's not capped. So I'm missing interaction. Yeah, if the Marines do pop, my accuracy's capped. And the trust accuracy is pretty much capped too. Yeah, I swear back in like 2017, whenever I came back, though, I stayed away from Apex monsters. I tried killing, I think it was Apex crabs. There's another cave place that's, this one's next to Miramar, between Yasi Battlegrounds and Miramar Basalt Fields. So it's like not super deep in Adoulin. The other one is to the south. It's between Zizak Battlegrounds and 480 NTL or whatever. Yeah. Capacity chain. Yay, capacity chain. I'm gonna be here forever. And more or less, you know, like these are just like caves. Like look at the map. Like you see Yasi hunting grounds, normal basalt fields. Like we ran through here when we unlocked Geomancer, and that's why I was okay coming in here. But yeah, I think back in the day, 2017, I was killing apex crabs on my main character after I'd gotten Superior 2. I'd gotten 100 job points by chaining frogs in 4A Inatil. And the brain will work someday. But today's not that day. I thought, you know, I need to go do Apex monsters so I can actually master Warrior. I'd love to master Warrior. I'd love to feel like I was, you know, at the end of the game, ready to step into the true Final Fantasy endgame of post Adoulin, post Rhapsodies of Adoulin and whatnot. So I went and I was killing Apex crabs. They weren't given like anything. Like they were given like barely any more capacity points than the frickin' you know, frogs I had been chaining. I said to myself, man, why would I kill these? Like, why are these the big deal? And someone told me that in a party, the capacity points actually increases or something. Like, not only are you killing faster, but like, the more people you have, the better. And then, there's also bonuses for completing every storyline, every like side storyline. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess I'll go show you where I like if you're not comfortable with Apex monsters, or if you think that's slow, or you prefer cleave, I'll just go do a really bad cleave real quick. I say really bad because I'm not going to even switch my spells out for it. I'm not going to even put on nuking gear. In fact, Valineral will actually do most of the work anyway. Although I guess I will put on my club. My Homestead Wand. It's got magic damage. I'll put on my magic damage stuff, I guess, and my Aptitude Mantle, of course. I have a little bit of magical damage stuff that I like to wear for this. Let's see, we want 480 and Atil. And basically, you just go south, go through, I think it's Woe Gates or Sea Gates or whatever the fuck it's called. It's blue. Instead of red lava cave, it's blue fungus cave, and it's got like icky bugs and disgusting slimes in it. But yeah, I haven't even come through, like I haven't even gotten the key item for here is a boat. It's called a watercraft. You need like umbral stuff and other things. I haven't even bothered to get it yet. But I will when we actually get into Adoulin proper for doing storyline and doing good things. Let's see, who else did I bring out? Let's see, Kotata for experience rolls, Cooper Freed. They say Cooper Freed's thing gives you more capacity points, but I don't think it actually does. But I bring them out anyway. I like having King of Hearts and Kururu for the healing. Yeah, you know what? Actually, Cooper Freed, I don't believe in you. I don't believe that you actually increase my capacity points. Go away. I'm gonna get Theodore out instead because he's a Seekers of Adoulin character we haven't met yet, who can also AoE. And then give ourselves some buffs. I just like putting on addendum white. You don't actually need to put on addendum white, but I do it with Scholar Sub just so I have an extra source of healing, and Aqua Veil. Aqua Veil is kind of important because it can stop you from getting interrupted while you're casting your super long ass spells. Did I not have diffusion? Did diffusion get consumed by white magic? Huh. Strange. Diffusion shouldn't have been consumed, but whatever. You don't actually need Mighty Guard on every single person. Although I still lament that we didn't get it for nebulous reasons. Of course, I think even self-buff blue magic gets consumed by Burst Affinity, which doesn't make any sense. Sometimes stuff in Final Fantasy XI just doesn't make any sense. It's like, why does it work that way? And it's like, well, Final Fantasy XI logic. Okay, so the fish are naturally aggressive, but the toads, you have to hit a toad to get them to link. They link, but they're not naturally hostile. They'll defend their own, but they're not naturally hostile. But yeah, this is like 20 monsters almost. You engage so that our trust will kick in. And then basically Verlineral goes to town. And yeah. That causes his self-light skill chain causes King of Hearts to do Break of 4. And it usually causes Theodore to also do a Jaw spell that'll magic burst it. And if you're really lucky, or if you've got a quick magic set going, sometimes you get your spell off too. Also, sometimes weird things with the way AoEing works. Sometimes weird stuff happens, and the toads just aren't taking damage from Uriel Blade, the one that you engage. It's kind of strange. But, it's also kind of whatever. Yeah, this is the spot. Actually, this poisonous river. The wild rivers of Ulbuka. Super deadly. Yeah, I see that capacity chain 19, 732 capacity points. And Kotata didn't even have time to get Corsair's roll up, because he always puts up Chaos roll first. You might like walk over somewhere else, or like whip Kotata out first and alone and just engage a single monster until he gets the roll up. Although eventually he gets it up anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. But that's like the alternate method. Was that Blue Doggy? Oh, Lidsey, okay. For a second I thought I saw a ghost from the past. But yeah, and obviously you can use better nuking gear, better, fast cast gear or something. I'm very bare bones right now. I'm very not, like, I just haven't had time to play, so I haven't been invested, is basically it. Like, I still want to do the Let's Play, but I'm just like, sort of like, oh, there's so much, it's a mountain. How will I ever scale the damn thing? Yeah, if you've got any tips or other recommendations for getting capacity points faster without paying for it, let me know. And the other way we could gain power, which we should have been doing, is the one major Stitch content that they update every month, which is Ambuscade. And I honestly don't know why Ambuscade became like the thing. I guess maybe because it's easy for the developers to do or like have or whatever. But I think it's time we finally went there, finally checked it out, finally started in on it. Because the Ambuscade armor puts the, particularly the Schnednick set and the Weatherspoon set, it puts them to shame. We can get a set called the Jacquerie set, or Jacquerie, or whatever, or Jacquerie, I don't know how to fucking say it. And there's another one, another set we can get as well, and they both just absolutely, overall, there's +1 and +2 versions of it, but even the base version of it is just way better than what we've got. So, what we want to do is talk to this Gorpa Mazorpa guy. A fantastic day to you, good sir. I, Gorpa Mazorpa, have been dispatched from the Adventurers Mutual Aid Network to ask you to set the Ambuscade records of Eminence objective from the tutorial category. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is something they actually, you know, put. It's a records of eminence thing. It's sort of breaks the fourth wall. It's like, here's battle content for you to keep having fun with in Final Fantasy XI. To serve adventures under the auspices of the great Almighty-Taruli Abdalgus you see, Abdalgus, creator of the tiny place known as Legion, has seen fit to permit us the use of his creation. Oh, Legion is another thing I guess I could go over. It's like forgotten content these days. It was like, I think 64-man content for the 90 to 99 era of the game. Oh, does the luck welcome the Amen? No bounds. The slightly repurposed Marquette Abjalis Legion has undergone a variety of improvement tarus by some of the association's most skilled thaumaturges. Steel yourself for our latest creation, Ambuscade. An Ambuscade, you'll square off against a bevy of foes, just chomping at the bit to see you torn into itty-bitty bits. Every month, Earth time, new challengers enter the arena, providing different challenges from the month before. Now, wipe that dribble off your chin, for there are a couple of hoop whoops we're going to have to make you jump through before you can join. First, you must be in a party of up to 6 players. Second, you must be in possession of either an Ambuscade Primer Volume 1 or an Ambuscade Primer Volume 2. Either of the two will suffice. These two goodies can be procured by complimenting specific records of eminence objectives. You might think those tasks to be laughably simple, but trust me, it keeps out the riffraff. When you're prepared, examine the Ambuscade tome and be on your way. And now I'd like you to discuss the rewards. Simply put, all you need to know is that the victory in Ambuscade will reward you with a special currency known as hallmarks. There are 2 varieties of rewards available, those that are purchasable in exchange for a certain number of hallmarks, and those you receive once you have reached a particular wicular running total of hallmarks. If you're inclined to join forces with other player wares, you receive an even more special currency known as gallantry. It goes without Taru saying that there are special rewards available in exchange for badges of gallantry too. I can see your lips quivering at the thought of receiving such extraordinary spoils. Be advised, Wise, in advance that you will lose all your hallmarks and badges of gallantry once the Ambuscade is switched to the new content. So basically every month you lose out. So basically grind Ambuscade and you get better rewards the more you grind within a month. Which means some months are going to be really good for Ambuscade because the fights are going to be easy, and other months are going to be really hard for Ambuscade because the fights will be really hard. The rewards change as the Ambuscade does. You have obtained an Ambuscade Primer Volume 2 as a special reward. So basically they're going to let us jump into Ambuscade, like, just right away. Okay. Haven't done a Wild Keeper Grief yet. I don't even know how to do that. We'll have to go through Adoulin. Let's see. So we got a Primer Volume 2. I don't even know what the oh yeah, we don't want very difficult. We don't even want normal. We want to go we want to win, basically. Yeah, we'll go very easy. Because I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what the Ambuscade monster is this month. They usually announce it in the update, and it usually has some sort of gimmick to it. And the higher the difficulty is in Ambuscade, the more hallmarks you get. There's also like an item called like a Abjalis seal or something like that. Sombra Dragon, huh? Okay. I guess we'll bring out Zaid for stun, and we'll bring out Chicory Z for Ancient Circle. I don't know. And these are the types of fights, like, we might be able to end it quickly, and we might not be able to. Even with it on very easy, it might kill us, so we'll see what happens. Although with it on very easy, I think I can feel safe about using a red curry bun. And, I legitimately don't know what the mechanic for the Sombra Dragon is going to be. So, but as there is a Volume 1 and 2, there are different we really should have buffed in a more appropriate fashion before engaging, but I'm stupid, so. That's why I said it to VE though. I'm not really in the mood. Like, I kind of debated even making this episode, in fact. I was like, well, you know, I kind of want to continue where I left off. I just kind of want to like start up by like absolutely creaming Provenance Watcher, but I kind of don't think I'm going to be able to do that without upgrading my gear significantly, so. God damn it, you beat me to the punch. Yeah, I can't tell if the dragon's doing anything special. I assume these spikes hurt way more on higher difficulties. Did Chicory Z not do Ancient Circle? If she did, we didn't receive it. The whole reason I called her out. Ooh, we can double light off that Shantazi. Oh snap. All the light skill chains. Yeah, we're kind of meatheading right now still, but maybe someday I won't. Oh damn it, fully debuffed us. Oh, sure. I wonder if like there's something to do with like if we were to silence it or something. Because normally only the Hawks have these songs that it's doing. But it's a shadow dragon. It's the same model but different, you know, color. Normally the Hawks are the ones that do null song and shit like that. We do wind breath a lot. Oh, we get capacity points for doing... You receive 100 hallmarks? Really? That seems like an awful lot for very easy. And again, maybe I'm forgetting stuff, or maybe you get a bonus for the first time doing it, or something? I don't know. I am, like, we're, like I said, we're in uncharted territory for me. I don't I don't know anything. Received a new letter, huh? Give it a read. Weed. Dearest adventurer, I'm pleased to hear that you have performed well in the Ambuscade. As a token of my appreciation, I've prepared a new reward for your efforts. It is a material that I refer to as a vial of Adoulin metal. Although the technology behind it must remain secret, it is able to upgrade equipment such as your Saluvius leggings. I don't have Saluvius leggings? You will need many of them to perform the upgrade. Okay. I guess that's to make stuff +2. We don't even have the thing that the letter said that we have. Thanks to your steadfast efforts, I've accumulated a veritable treasure trove of data that will surely prove useful in my studies. But lest you think my words hollow, I've prepared an even greater set of rewards in the form of loops of Adoulin fiber. These amazing materials can be used to augment equipment such as pairs of Flamma Gambieras. Okay. So we got 2 different upgrade paths for the two different armor sets. Well, there's actually 6 different armor sets, but there's 2 heavy plate sets for the same set of jobs that they do slightly different things. Like Saluvia's has more defensive stats, but like they're still both phenomenal sets for what they do. What? Bestow a signet? Okay. This is weird. Dearest adventurer, due to your most remarkable exploits in the Ambuscade, I have once again insights that will prove most valuable in my studies. As is my wont, I have prepared for you a most lavish reward in the form of weapons, which I call pairs of taco knuckles, and other arms in the same vein. I have also related for your benefit an arcane metal of my own devising, Adoulin nuggets. While I cannot divulge the secrets behind this material, let it suffice to say that it will serve you in upgrading the aforementioned weapons, provided you are able to procure the requisite quantity. I would also be remiss not to inform you that these weapons are still under development. That is to say, I would require yet more battle data before I can refine them to reach their true potential. As such, I would most humbly entreat your continued cooperation. I have left the details with my representative at the Amen. Please check with him for more information. Okay. Basically, that is saying, that's talking to us about pulse weapons. That sword we've seen everyone run around with. Ambuscade quiz time. What's the total number of harm marks earned by all adventurers from September 11th, 2018 to October 10th, 2018? I wonder if I can look this up and get it right or something. Let's see. No, I don't want to click on the Redditor's name. Corpa Mazorpa. Okay. Okay, 100 hallmarks is nothing apparently. Oh dear. I don't see anything about this question, so I'm just gonna put in I don't know, 876,400. Womp womp. . Okay. More letters from Abjalis. Abjalis gems. Okay. He's talking again about... There's a whole weapon quest line, I guess, and this is telling you how to do it. It's not real. Well, it's not a quest line. It's where did I wish to be dispatched to? Oh, Kazam. Another letter from the guy. Okay, it's still like it's another thing about upgrading the weapons. This is basically the pulse weapon path. Get ready for the final round, huh? Legion. Yay, we got one right. Okay, so they've told us about all the upgraded materials for weapons, for pulse weapons. As the player base calls them. Finally, we can just look at the rewards menu. Holy crap. So, with hallmarks, you can buy like every type of currency. This lets you use Ambuscade as an extra way to farm for mythic and relic items and stuff. Even stuff from Archdynamis Lord, you don't have to go do old content, you can just do Ambuscade. Which honestly, in my opinion, kind of sucks, but whatever, it means the old... Wait, we get vouchers for really low amounts of hallmarks? That's kind of nice. Huh. I might be doing some Ambuscade if these aren't costing that much, because we've only got 100 hallmarks right now, but like if I got 100 hallmarks every battle, like I would love to get you know, Ambuscade armor instead of Peacekeepers set. Even the baseline I-119, it's all I-119 by the way. The baseline stuff, if we could get it with these tokens, like, I don't know how many tokens we need, but if it's just one token, like, we'd be set. What about, there's items available for total hallmarks. Yeah, we basically get free rewards. Dude, this would be so great to just get stuff going. And this seal is something you can use before you activate a fight, and you get more seals, hallmarks for beating the fight. Okay, so yeah, we could do this. We could do this again. Let's see. But we'll have to actually go get the primers, I think. Okay, so. You don't want to throw away some of these ones that we don't actually need right now. And we're going to do that, probably. Okay. And then... content Ambuscade. Okay, so for Volume 1, says non-Legion areas, goblins. Okay. And for Volume 2, we gotta kill dragons. Okay, they gotta give XP though, and we're probably gonna we might actually run into other players killing them. So, we might make a friend or something, or like, an enemy. Let's see though. Is there a book around here? Because we could go to Dangraf Wadi to kill goblins. There's probably other people at Dangraf Wadi killing goblins. thought there was a book in Mara, but maybe there's not. Or maybe it's right outside. I don't know. Can we go somewhere? Anywhere cool? No, nowhere cool. Okay. We'll just Home Point Warp back to Bastok real quick and go kill goblins and Dangerflotty when we take the book warp. But yeah, we'll actually want to just go ahead and get Ambuscade gear for basically every job type that we have. Again, it's separated by the Crystalline Prophecy body separation of jobs, where there's the Leather Daddies, which is jobs like Monk, Thief, Blue Mage, Puppet Master, Ranger, Beastmaster, etc. They wear, you know, hard leather armor or like clothy leather armor, more or less. They're the halfway house between a mage and a heavy DD, more or less. Then there's the plate armor set that was based off the Nuevo Crucelet, which is Warrior, Dark Knight, Paladin, Dragoon, Samurai. Usually Beastmaster as well, but sometimes not. And then, oh, what else? Well, no, Rune Fencer is usually a leather daddy. Let's see. I guess that's it. And then everything else is mage. You know, white mage, black mage, red mage, blah, blah, blah. Mage stuff. So. Although I'm pretty sure that blue mage falls into the mage category. But we might also have the... We'll see what happens. We'll get things. We'll get things. Dangerflotty, please. I have level 94 goblins to kill. Yeah, I don't think we really need to summon Trust for this, but we'll just go ahead and whip some Trust out, because they're like level 94, we just want them to die fast. That's all. We don't really need Trust for survival, we just need Trust for kill speed. Might as well just summon as many as we want. Kind of wonder if you could technically take your item level gear off and kill even lower level stuff by reverting to level 99. Because while we have item level gear on, our actual level for level calculation purposes is 119. We can't ride mounts in here, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. It's probably a faster place if people are going for this, but I don't care. Whee! Yeah, that's kind of the interesting thing about Ambuscade and stuff. Like it's literally just go to Mara, and every month they send you some other monsters to kill to get your primer volumes. I only ever did enough of it on my main character to get, like, I think I got a I-119 body piece from it, and that was it. And I was like, I called it good. And I was like, okay, I got full I-119. I'm just as good as everyone else. that was my my feelings on the matter. Oh, okay. Thought for sure we'd have to kill more of those, but whatever. Maybe it's because it's our first time actually doing it appropriately. Now For the other primary, it said we got to kill dragons. So I guess we could just take the book warp to... Dragon's Area and run out the back and go to those big P-pucks that are down there now that are like level 105. Or we could go kill pucks, I guess, in the sea pucks at Mamulja staging point. Or we could go kill wyverns in Grauberg in the past. You know what, let's go kill wyverns in Grauberg in the past. It's a little off the beaten trail. It's a little farther to go, but it's an excuse to go kill green wyverns in Grauberg, so let's do it. Yeah, so these are going to be the quick paths to power for us. It's, you know, capacity points for our leveling, grinding, ambuscade for our gear, and Walk of Echoes for weapon skills. And hey, look, we saw another player actually, like, they had the same idea. Goblins. Oh, I guess I'll go to Dangafwadi. It'd be interesting if they were like following us or something. Like, saw us in town, I thought that guy looks cool. Maybe I'll follow him and we'll become friends. But no, it's probably just, you know. You might think we could kill pasties for dragons, but pasties are actually just lizards. So unfortunate, but. It could be worse. But yeah, another reason you see so many people standing in Mara is because they make Mara their home point, because everything, like a lot of stuff just revolves around doing Ambuscade now. And it's both a cool thing and a not so cool thing, you know? And, And I don't think it matters which battlefield we do. I don't think we need to get both primers every time. It might be faster to just get one primer. I don't know exactly how it works, really. I don't know if we get locked out daily. I don't know if there's any sort of wait or anything. Like I said, uncharted territory for me. If you know, like, or have any advice or tips, I appreciate them in the comments. You know, it's all new to me. I mean, hell, I'm riding fucking Eldin Arce's chair, or flying machine, or floating platform, or whatever. Like, Final Fantasy XI in some ways is just unrecognizable. At this point, it's just like, my mind is getting hammer-fucked. Yeah, one thing I definitely need to do that's I really have no excuse for is I need to make macros. I need to dip back into Abyssia as well and collect the elemental belts from Notorious Monsters in there to synergize together and make a Fosha belt, because my two main components to my weapon skill setups is always going to be these Fosha pieces. So even though they're not technically the best for every single weapon skill, they do enhance every single weapon skill in the game. And the chance to not have your TP deplete will be 2%, which doesn't sound very big, and it's not, but occasionally it does happen, and occasionally that, you know, just being able to weapon skill back-to-back twice is a big deal, so why not? And also think of all the inventory we're going to save. Literally every single weapon skill setup is just going to be Fosha Gorge at Fosha Belt. And when I do get all the belts, I'll show that on screen. Also, I wonder what the accuracy actually is. It says, you know, weapon skill accuracy plus 10, but what does that actually mean? Ajetara. I don't even think we really need trusts. These are like level 80 or something. Hey buddy, you want to get sinker drilled in the ass? Oh, you lived, I'm impressed. Wham. There's actually an NM that can spawn up here. I think it's a placeholder NM though. It's like Iatar or something. It's green wyvern. I think it drops the Saurian helmet, which is like a lizard. It looks like leather lizard helmet from level 17, but it enhances breath attacks. So it like enhances blue mage breath spells and dragoons, wyverns, pets breath. But yeah, the Abyssia version of this zone has a dark elemental, hard as fuck back in the day. A great worm spawned up here in the middle of a bunch of undead skeletons. So that's kind of cool. No Iatar though, as far as I can tell. Just the Ajataras. Too bad there's not a home point crystal up here. But, oh well. Hey look, we can see the top of the Crag of Dim. Kashet Highlands is right downstairs. Tee. What we might do is we might try these ambuscades on the easy setting, because they'll still be 5 levels lower than us, rather than 10 levels lower than us. They'll be a little bit more difficult. I don't know if that would like really change anything or not, but hell, I still don't even know what the Volume 1 fight's gonna be. We'll do that one on very easy just to see what it is. But yeah. Also, what do you think of my lock style? It's literally just the Akira Westcott, the Corsair culottes, the Corsair pants. It's the Weatherspoon boots and the Schnedneck gloves, and then of course the Walker mask. So I think it makes me look kind of like a mercenary or something, or like a rough and tumble, like wild dude. Intense ambuscade. I don't know what that means. So we'll just go with regular ambuscade, and we'll try very easy. Maybe regular ambuscade is the volume 2, and intense is the volume 1? I guess that would make sense. I don't think Shikari Z got us the thing she was supposed to get us last time, so I'm going to use Matsui P. And, let's see. I'm doing reverse trust order to try to keep them out of the range of its breath, kind of like with Sky Gods back in the day there. I don't know if it actually worked, but it's worked in other fights that I've done. Kind of like this music, it's exciting, upbeat, and whatnot. Honestly, I should probably be warrior sub, but eh. Sometimes I forget the name of my blue magic spells. I'm like, what am I looking for? I think if we use this Abjalis seal, we will get more hallmarks. It lasts for 72 hours? I wonder if it's going to last for multiple ones or anything like that. Okay, let's do Nature's Meditation. We're wasting time on our mighty card, damn it. Sombra Dragon. Here, buddy. Drill. Yay, magic bursts from Matsui P. Oh no! Magic burst was interrupted. Oh well. Yeah, it could be worse. Sure enough. Okay, make darkness. Open and close darkness. Pretty cool. And the secondary property. Gotta love that. What if I don't... Oh, I guess they'd already have. Oh no, all of our buffs. Damn it. Wait, did that include my food? I think that included my food. What a jerk. Oh, double light time. Get him, Matsui P. I like the capacity points. Okay, so we got triple hallmarks. We got triple hallmarks for using that Abjalis seal. That's pretty cool. Hey Gorpa, you Mazorpin? Show me them total rewards if you will. I don't care about Remedy, but I guess I could grab it. Why not? Token feet. Token hands. We're gonna be able to get some Ambuscade armor on screen? Do I just trade them these? Because, like, I would love to get some Ambuscade armor. Especially head and hands. Okay, so, yeah, we get a choice. So, as you can see, like, these choices are already fucking amazing. Let's see. Ayanmo Zuchetto, eh? Yeah, that would be pretty nice. These sets are all really set out, but like this would be for Red Mage and Blue Mat, and we could. But like, look, we've got Warrior 99 as well. I mean, we could just buy these though. So for now, let's just go with the Blue Mage one, because why not? right? Like, and you just like compare it. You know, it's a little less strength, but it's more dexterity. But the main thing is there's way more, you know, accuracy on it. That and store TP and damage taken -1. So like, we probably would still use, I think, the Schnednick for like a strength weapon skill or something. But the Zuchetto is better for TPing in. Actually, we're actually getting gear that is for, you know, TP phase, I guess. It's weird to think about Peacekeeper's gear actually being competitive in that regard. Let's see. Ayanmo Monopolis. 25 act. Wow. I like that. Sword enhancement spell damage +10. I like that too. Dex +42. Damn. Hello. I mean, the hands always have really high dexterity on them. Like, our hands have 35 dexterity by themselves. But, like, these hands are just, like, straight up better. Like, in every conceivable way. A little less on the vitality, but way more agility. A little less mind, I guess. I don't know. This is cool. Oh, check out that enhanced defense, though. 3-digit defense? Wow. Okay. And for the tokens for the feet or whatever, those are pretty nice. We already have Blue Mage AF +1 from a voucher from, what was it? Total Hallmarks, or not Hallmarks of Heroism, Deeds of Heroism. Agility +46? What the fuck? Why is there so much agility on these? But yeah, I think for the feet, though, for now, I think for the feet, we'll go ahead and grab the Flama Gambieras. Just to start building up sets for other jobs, because yeah, we don't really fully need those right now on our Blue Mage here. Did we do that whole fight in our... I think we did that whole fight in our... Whatever. Alright, well, we've got our first Ambuscade armor. Let's see what this Intense Ambuscade is about. Or, I guess we talked to the book. Oh, okay, so Intense Ambuscade is just harder by default. Very easy is item level 119. So I guess we'll give it a shot. We might as well give it a shot, but we'll see what happens. Were there any other total Hallmark rewards we could get that were nice? Not really. Okay, I wonder what we're fighting. No idea what we're fighting. It's gonna be harder than the dragon, though, I guess. This is Intense Ambuscade, and it's actually item level 119. So, oh, there's 3 goblins. Huh. I don't know what they're gonna do, so I don't know what to... I guess I should have looked this up ahead of time. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, so let's... I don't know. We'll bring Matsu EP anyway. If I had to guess, the one on the left is a Dark Knight, the one in the center is a Mage, and the one on the right is probably a Warrior or a... maybe a Monk. Since there's 3 of them, I wonder if we're supposed to like have to keep them apart or something. No idea. No idea at all. And also, just because it's on very easy, Because it's actually equal to our level, like, it's not actually gonna necessarily be easy. I said very easy, but all these are even match notorious monsters that are strong and it could go badly for us. We'll see what happens though. We won't die instantly. That's at least a good thing. We won't die instantly. Alright, let's go for that Adoulin first. I don't know if he's the big deal. Oh, 0-0. He's got like some sort of force field? Maybe we gotta kill his Deathbringers first then? They've got red spikes on? This one has red spikes on. Some sort. I guess they're permanent maybe? Maybe I should have set White Wind. Furious Bozetto Bomber? Is he targetable? No? He just like popped out to throw bombs on us? No, I think we're gonna kill at least this red one. Definitely a wild time we're having. Too many weapon skills going on. Oh, should have gone with Spectral Flow. I thought it might double life. Wasted all my TP. I'm an amazing blue mage. Alright, Bozetto Adoulin aura is gone. But he's still got ice spikes out the ass. It looks like HP out the ass too. chain spelling ancient magic or something? Oh boy. I think we're boned. I really should have made sets. We can try to loot. Did he, like, kill Pururu? Oh, man. This is, quite bad. Let's see if Trust can take him out. Get him, Matt 3P. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. Go figure. Got too excited. Guess it's the dragon page for us. I want to do this one. We're almost at the 2-hour hard limit though, so. Blade does 0 damage. Sad. I'll try it again, even though, yeah, not doing anything. If I say die. Except, you know, it's not gonna change anything because you're still gonna die. Pretty sure Mighty Guard is like the only reason we're still alive at all. This bomber. Ow. Jesus Christ. I really wish I had like an elixir or something. For re-raise. Re-raise would be nice right about now. I wonder if we could ask him. Actually, we should put on Dark Arts if we're gonna do that. bad. I'm still surprised that we're still alive though. This is something very surprising to me. Could I get a light arts or something? You know what? Where's my cheater rings? They have regen on them. It's just one regen, but you know. Could I get a light arts, please? Thank you. How are we still alive? I don't understand the mechanic for what's going on, I guess. Like, it seems he summons out a guy, the guy bombs us, that does the most of the damage. The way it seems to me. And then like his own damage seems to have gone down quite a bit. Is this it before we die? About. Stunned and shit. For more, we're completely out of MP here. Oh, yep. I should have started Magic Fruit and... Well, it's interesting nonetheless. Either way, we're pretty much at the hard limit now, so thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. And, well, you know what I'll be doing. Capacity points, Ambuscade, capacity points, Ambuscade. Same thing people have been doing, I guess, for the last like 7 or 8 years, or whenever Ambuscade came out. So, anyway, yeah, stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you again.